that seems to be going down in flames in real time. And that is the brand of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
There's a lot of talk in America that this is because they actually can't afford them. We know they have a lot.
Oh, honey, where do we even start? Meghan Markle was supposed to have the comeback of the century. After those podcast disasters and that wine nobody wanted, she was ready to rebrand herself completely. Hollywood was buzzing. Seriously, people were talking. Meghan ditched her old PR playbook, hired a brand new firm, and was gearing up to re-enter the world not as just a duchess, but as a powerhouse. A global tastemaker, a boss. But buckle up, because this glow-up turned into a full-on breakdown.
Claiming you're going to cease as ever temporarily to 2 days later post that you're restocking.
Yeah.
I mean,
Here's the thing, reinvention is cute and all, but not when the house is already falling apart. Meghan's brand? It's not just cracking, it's imploding. Word on the street is that she's already parted ways with the PR firm she just brought on, barely 3 months in. Quiet exit, no press release, not even a whisper. Some say she fired them. Others, they couldn't take the chaos and dipped. Either way, it's yet another public mess for Meghan, and it's showing just how wobbly her whole brand has become. So let's rewind. Early spring, her team starts floating the idea of the second wave Meghan. Gone were the sob stories, the privacy drama, the palace tea. This time, soft power. Think Martha Stewart with Malala vibes. A little glam, a little empowerment, and of course, a podcast reboot. All guided by a trendy LA PR team with all the right Hollywood connections. They were supposed to clean up the image and shift her into a Gwyneth Paltrow-style empire. Sounds polished, right? Oh, it was supposed to be. But girl, it got messy real fast. Whispers started floating that the new dream team was already struggling. The mood in meetings? Awkward. The strategy? Confused. And Meghan, reportedly not listening to a thing.
She says of Meghan, can only be described as dehumanizing. She also said, you only hear about the professional positions, but the household staff departures are...
She wanted to control everything. One insider even spilled that the team came up with this classy strategy. Slow burn interviews, elegant branding, the whole quiet power thing, and she'd blow it up the next day with some flashy Instagram post or random photo op. It was a constant tug of war. And then the wine happened. That rosé, the one from Napa, supposed to be her luxe entry into lifestyle brands, it flopped so hard it became a punchline. Critics said it was boring, too pricey, emotionally manipulative. And TikTok? Oh, TikTok destroyed it. Even comedians couldn't resist. Meghan apparently turned on her PR team, blaming them for how badly it landed. Another source put it bluntly. She wants full control over her image, but none of the blame when things go south.
Well, the update is that due to cash concerns, although...
By July, it was clear. The cracks were everywhere. That PR firm she personally picked to save her image, quietly gone, no posts, no statements, just silence. And the media? They noticed.
Sixes have sacked 4 of their more established PR staff in what has been described as a...
Now, this isn't just another exit. This is a PR catastrophe with serious long-term consequences. Because if Meghan can't even keep her own chosen team on board, what exactly is she trying to sell us? Nobody's buying it. Not the public, not Hollywood. A former Netflix exec put it straight. Meghan's brand? It's toxic. Studios that used to chase her are ghosting her. Brands? Backing away. Even the celebs who used to post about her are suddenly MIA. Everyone's just waiting to see if she crashes, the exec said. And here's the kicker. This isn't about one failure. It's about failing over and over the same way, loudly, publicly, and never owning up to it. Now the Netflix deal is shaky. Spotify? Gone. That PR glow-up was supposed to show she didn't need the royal titles, the trauma stories, the drama. Instead, total disaster. The press coverage was mocking, the launch sloppy. And now, Meghan's left trying to fix it all by herself. Again. But what's really exposing the chaos? The leaks. Sources say her split with the PR firm wasn't just about business. It was personal. Some team members felt betrayed. Others say Meghan hyped up projects that didn't exist and exaggerated the deals she had. The firm isn't talking publicly, but industry whispers are flying. She oversold it. One publicist said, it's one thing to pivot, it's another to pivot into nothing. Now Meghan's image is falling apart right in front of us. Her interviews feel forced. Her usual tabloid enemies are even confused. What's the story now? Is she a serene duchess? A badass feminist? A palace rebel? Or just another overhyped celeb with no substance? Whatever it is, the constant shape-shifting isn't working anymore. The mask is slipping. Every failed launch, every team switch, every awkward silence, it's creating a huge gap between what she says and what she does. And for someone who built her brand on control, she's rapidly losing it. Inside her Montecito mansion, it's been dead quiet. No press release, no cute Instagram farewell to the team, not even a cheeky leak to Page 6. And that's when people started really raising eyebrows. Because when Meghan Markle, queen of media control, goes silent, something's definitely wrong. An LA talent agent didn't mince words. She came in like a hurricane, meetings, pitches, vision decks, all the things. But behind the scenes, nothing. Just empty promises. You can't build an empire on vibes and pity. Even Vanity Fair, once her biggest cheerleader, quiet now. Meghan fatigue isn't just a UK tabloid thing anymore. It's all over Hollywood. Now people are asking the questions they used to avoid. Why does she go through teams like outfits? Why do projects just vanish? Why does every new launch feel like a shiny gift box with nothing inside? And that's the real issue. Meghan's makeover wasn't based on truth. It was all about optics. And now that the shine is gone, there's nothing underneath to hold it up. Take That Archetypes podcast. It was supposed to change the game, a deep dive into gender roles. But it ended up sounding like therapy sessions with celebs doing all the talking. Spotify didn't hold back. They pulled the plug, called the Sussexes grifters, and moved on. Did Meghan respond? Of course not. She ghosted, as usual. Then came the infamous rosé. Again, it launched right as people started questioning their finances. Coincidence? Yeah, right. It looked like a distraction dressed in pink. The wine tanked online. Influencers passed. Sommeliers laughed. Barely anyone bought it. One critic said it best. Tastes like brand damage in a bottle. And Meghan, not one word.
Is getting raised for her raspberry jam, but some are criticizing its runny texture.
It's the same cycle. Hype, launch, backlash, silence. Rinse and repeat. At this point, it's not just bad PR. It's brand suicide. And Meghan's PR chaos? Nothing new. She's burned through a line of elite consultants since leaving the royals. Some quit from the pressure, others couldn't handle her controlling ways. The pattern? She doesn't listen. She doesn't collaborate. She commands. As one ex-consultant put it, you're not building a brand. You're building a shrine. And that shrine? Crumbling. Polls say her US favorability is dropping. Gen Z's checked out. Even feminist circles are side-eyeing her now, wondering if her activism is real or just branding. Investors? Getting cold feet. She promised an empire and delivered logos and slogans. She's even tried hiring new PR firms, but they're saying no. One insider said it all. You don't walk into a fire while someone's still pouring gasoline. The root issue? She refuses to admit when she's wrong, and that's the tragedy. Meghan had the world behind her after the palace mess, Oprah, the media frenzy. Everyone wanted to see her win, but instead of building something real, she turned it into a show. Focus groups, polished trauma, nothing authentic. Now she's surrounded by yes men, fewer opportunities, and a long list of failed ventures. She used to control the narrative. Now, it's slipping away fast, because in PR, perception is reality. And right now, Meghan's losing the room. Her life might look perfect on Instagram, but the brand is falling apart. And if she doesn't change direction soon, this rebrand won't be a new beginning. It'll be the end. Insiders are even saying she's uncoachable now. One brutally said, she doesn't want a publicist, she wants a mirror. That's why this isn't just PR failure, it's personal. Meghan and Harry said they left to build an empire of truth and compassion. But all we've seen, a flop of a podcast, a mocked wine brand, and a Netflix show with more glamour than substance. And now, even Harry's getting pulled into the fallout.
A ceremony from the US, his home for now, is probably pining for the life that he so...
Insiders are whispering that Harry's getting tired, really tired. The constant resets, the non-stop drama, the rebrands that go nowhere. He wanted purpose and got PR fires. He used to stand by Meghan like a rock. But lately, the cracks are showing. One observer said he looked exhausted during his last solo appearance, like a man waking up from a dream that's turned into a full-blown nightmare. Meanwhile, Meghan, Rumor has it she's firing staff and plotting yet another pivot. This time it's either women's mentorship or luxury retreats. Depends who you ask. But the big question everyone's asking is, what does Meghan Markle even stand for anymore? Because let's break it down. She's a duchess without a crown, an actress without a screen, a podcast host without a podcast, and a founder without a single successful product. Everything feels like a rebrand in panic mode. Not polished, desperate. Remember when Meghan teased her big return to Instagram? A wink here, a hint there. Everyone waited. Then, nothing. Just placeholders and silence. And when even Oprah's gone quiet, that's when you know the tide has turned. Now Meghan's the butt of late-night jokes. Not playful ones, brutal ones. Because after years of branding herself as a humanitarian queen, all she's delivered is fluff and PR spin. People were ready to believe in her. But now, they see her and Harry as luxury-cloaked opportunists. One PR insider nailed it. Meghan's not misunderstood. She's overestimated. And the real damage? Trust. Followers, partners, media, they're all backing away. Ghosting her podcast team? Not empowering. Dropping private letters on Netflix? Not privacy. Promising change and bailing at the first sign of backlash? Not leadership. Her PR team begged her to slow down after the Spotify mess. She wanted fireworks. Now she's got a full-on blaze, and no extinguisher in sight. She's already brought in a new PR squad, friends, not professionals. It's only going to get messier. Deals are stalling, brands are pulling out, investors are losing patience. One even said, the drama's not worth it. The Meghan machine? It's sputtering. The Oprah glow's gone. The palace can't take the blame. And now every new era she launches just gets a collective eye roll. Her image was a balloon, pretty from afar but hollow, and it's popped. Her empire? Built on borrowed power, royalty, Oprah, public sympathy. But people aren't buying it anymore. They're tired of the performance. The podcast flopped. The Netflix show became a meme. The lifestyle brand? All tease, no product. Even loyal fans are slipping away. And Harry? He's drifting, showing up solo, maybe realizing that what they thought was freedom was chaos. Firing her PR team didn't reset the story, it made it worse. Then came the leaks, tantrums, broken promises, ghosted partners. And then, silence. Not strategy, just no moves left. Yes, Meghan's faced real hate. But now, it's not about that. People just want authenticity, results. And right now, her team can't deliver a message that doesn't exist. She had it all: fame, reach, resources. But she forgot the one thing no one can fake: humility. The spotlight's dimming. The audience is done clapping. Because the problem isn't the branding, it's the brand. And the public, they've stopped believing. Game over. Game over.